game on Sunday, man. I know you're nervous for the Rams, but you got to be a little enthusiastic after being there.
Bro, that game atmosphere was ridiculous. The energy, the electricity. That place was rocking. Anyone was there, and a lot of the Super Bucs fans were there too. The Bug.
Tampa Tones. We are joined by Lead Goon tonight, host of the Pat and Aaron Show of WDAE, Pat Donovan. And it sounds like Stunna is bumbling a little bit. Going to put him on mute for a second until that gets a little cleared. But we're joined by Pat
It looks
Donovan.
like Stunna's hanging out with Cheech and Chong in a car with the windows up or something over there.
It does look like we got a little...
No, my camera's broke.
Welcome into the Buccateers, everybody. Live at you.
Camera's broke.
Live action here. We got Huncho, we got Stunna, and we got special guest former Buccaneer defensive back and current outside linebacker, Florida International coach Anthony Gaitor joining the program. We're going to bring in Gaitor here to start. Outside linebacker. Anthony, how the heck we doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. How y'all guys doing?
We're doing good, sir. It's great to have you this evening, brother. And we're going to talk about your coaching here after we bring in some of our co-hosts quick. Stunna, how you doing this evening, brother? We're going to talk about your coaching here.
Every day's a blessing.
Some of our co-hosts quick. Stunna, how you doing this evening? Huncho, how we doing, brother? We're going to talk about your coaching here. Some of our co-hosts. Huncho, you here, brother? Huncho, how we doing, brother? You might be lagging out a little bit. But, Anthony, I want to start with you, my man. Longtime friend of the shows you are. You've been on the podcast a couple times. It's great to have you back, by the way. It's been a while now. Last time we had you, you were climbing the ladder trying to get to the coaching ranks. Here you are looking the coaching ranks dead in the eye. First and foremost, we want to say congratulations. And second off, you've moved up so quickly in such little time. You're already at your alma mater coaching outside linebackers for Florida International University. That's a beautiful thing, brother. How does it feel being a coach at where you used to play and helping keep the kids in the game of football, the game that we love the best?
Oh, man, first I want to say thank Tom for having me on here, man. You know, we go back long. We go back a long time, man. Always a pleasure to be on your show, man. Thanks for having me again. Coaching, it's a gift, man. It's a gift. That's how I could put it. It's a gift, man, to be able to, give back and pour back into the youth, to the young guys. Everything I done accomplished and the knowledge I done accumulated, just to give it back, man. And that was about helping these guys, on and off the field, become man's husband, a better person, and a better football player. Just giving them the knowledge of what I got from playing in the highest level, NFL. Let these guys understand what to expect, what they're gonna be at the next level. Just continue to pour into them guys, man, each and every day.
Yeah, and Stun is a coach as well, so I want to get his opinion on this after yours. But you made a great point. You have the experience. You played in the NFL. You played in the CFL. In fact, you have championship experience. You won a championship in the CFL, so you know how to win the big game as well. When players look up to you against other coaches, nothing against other guys, but when you're a former player yourself, how does that kind of help relate to the kids playing the game a little bit more? I mean, we've seen a lot of great coaches who haven't played the game, sure, but I do feel like when you've played in your past time, especially at your alma mater now where you coach, it does help you out a little bit, helps your knowledge a little bit and relatability.
I totally agree with you on that. It's just something that these kids see you done what they wanted to do, so they kind of like extra locked in because you've been there and they know when you're speaking to them where that knowledge coming from experience, someone been there and done it, not just a guy BSing them and just telling them what they want to hear. So I think that's the advantage of playing at a high level with these kids, that they gravitate you a little quicker. And no knock on other coaches, but that's just part of the business and the profession we in. And if it was on the other side where we talking about real estate. If somebody had real estate experience, you'll gravitate to them more. It's all it's about experience of knowledge, and I think that's where it all come in. That I think it's no I think it's not a bad thing that you haven't played the game, but this gives you a little bit of advantage of playing, being able that you played the game. So you get a little bit of advantage of kids on it, like they gravitate to you more, and they want to listen to you more. Because like I say, you've been there, so they want to know how did you get there.
Stunner, your thoughts on that? I think you could agree with that as well.
Absolutely. Relatability is what Coach Gator's talking about there, and I absolutely see that. And maybe building relationships is a lot to do with getting to kids. At the end of the day, you got to get them to perform, though, and that's where it's your expertise. And I've seen it both ways. I've seen it where great players can't translate it or get it out of kids, and the guys that didn't play at a great level can get it out of these young men. So it's really on the individual. But being that you played and that you've done it, it definitely helps with the relatability. But I'm sure, like Coach mentioned, pouring into kids, he's taken his knowledge of the different coaching he's had, and the different systems you mentioned in Canadian is 12-man football and such. So he's taken his expertise and his drills and his knowledge base, and he's pouring it into the kids, and that's where he's getting the results. It's really based more on his commitment to coaching and his commitment to the game than even playing or not playing.
Correct. 100% agree with you.
That's why he's stunning. He knows best. Huncho, your thoughts on the thing?
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like it's relatable also because right now I do a lot of youth. I talk to the youth and stuff like that, with the church and stuff like that. And being that my background and the certain things that I went through and stuff like that, I feel like these kids nowadays, they can relate to it. So they see in me like I done went through some stuff and I made it and I persevered through it. So talking to them, they get a little better understanding of that's been in their shoes, you know what I'm saying? And
100%.
relate, and they can relate with it. So they're like, okay, well, if he can do it, let me see what I can learn from him. He done made it, you done made it to the highest level, to where you made it. So if I was any one of them, I couldn't tell you nothing. I'd be all ears, you know what I'm saying? Because you got all, you train.
I tell the guys also the same thing, man. Like, if you want to be a millionaire, you go hang around a millionaire because he's not I'm pretty sure he's not a millionaire. So it's just that aspect of it, just people with that knowledge in that field, that feeling, and just having that knowledge. So it's not just coaching; it's anything like a doctor, a nurse. I mean, if you got the experience in that field, I mean, that person's gonna gravitate you more because you can help them in that field because they got a lot of knowledge in that field.
Exactly.
I'm sure you got knowledge as far as getting agent and everything as well that they can also.
Right. So yeah, that's coming along with it. Just having that knowledge of doing it before, it just same thing trans over to the football as a coach, not just coaching instead of a player. So same thing apply.
Yeah, that's a
go on, Hunch.
Yeah, you could teach them how to be like professionals before they even get to that level because you
100%, and that's part of my philosophy when it comes to coaching. Just get them guys prepared for the next level, so when they do get there, it don't be a shocker. It's something they've been trained. They pick up the habits. They know what to expect. It's just for them to last longer. Get more years than what they wouldn't got if they didn't have that knowledge going inside that business because it's a different ball game at that next level.
And you're definitely rubbing off at FIU. You guys have been on the up and up. We got a couple talk about a little bit of FIU season before we get to Bucs talk, and we're here with Anthony Gaitor live, former Bucs, and that's the great Anthony Gaitor, former Bucs defensive back, Saints, Dolphins, Cardinals, CFL champion, now outside linebackers coach for FIU. And we got a comment from Cleveland. What a show. Gaitor name runs deep in the burbs of Chicago. Tones gets his man out there. Man, a lot of Anthony Gaitor fans around here. Probably more Gaitor fans than Bucs fans in general at this point because they've seen I got a couple Gaitor shirts. You're in my basement and everything. It's a beautiful thing, really, and we're honored once again to have you here. And we were going to talk a little FIU football, so why not throw the question out there? My pops is watching. My whole family's watching. They all wish you well. My mom, my dad, my brother, the whole gang. They all wish you well, sir. And my dad wants to ask you this. He says he sees that Arkansas is on your guys' schedule this year later on. How does that happen? How does that come to fruition? Obviously, it's a tough battle for you guys, but it obviously isn't out of the realm. You guys made it to a bowl game last year, and you guys are going to continue your upbeat and success. So when you see a team like Arkansas on your schedule, how does that amp you up a little bit, knowing that your guys are going to be on the big screens, on the big stages? I mean, not that you aren't already, but playing Arkansas, that's going to be a fun battle.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great one, man. Them type of games I love, man. Just to, I tell them guys all the time, you talking about going to the next level. This is a good time to compete against the SEC team. They were when the scouts come come see you. This the type of film they're gonna pull up. They don't want to see them other teams. They want to see what you're doing big time games against Power 5 school. So I'm happy to be able to get them that school, Arkansas, on the schedule. Just for the guys to display their talent on national TV against a Power 5 school. So more just happy for the kids that they get to experience that them type of moments. Because when I played, we played the Floridas, the Alabamas, the Texas A&M, and that kind of helped me with my draft stock. It helped me. I think that was helped me get drafted. Being able to compete against them big teams, and when the scouts do come out there. No matter I'm at FIU, but I'm competing against Power 5. So what's the difference?
Right.
So I think that helped big when it comes to a draft and scouting and your grade, for the next level.
Yeah, and I think that's a great point, and I think that it does help you prepare a lot. Those are what the scouts are watching, especially we keep seeing more and more guys from colleges like the FIUs, like the Louisiana Techs of the world, like the North Texases of the world, making bigger and bigger impacts in the NFL, and it's really a beautiful thing to see as there are a lot of great talents everywhere across the globe. Huncho, we'll start with you here. If you got any Bucs or any questions for Gator before I get into some of my Bucs stuff, feel free to lay it on him, brother.
Yeah, I want to just wanted to get your opinion and ask you how was the transition now from being in the NFL now and going through and seeing the teams and moving around and traveling to now doing coaching, and how does that transition for you? And how do you feel about where you at right now and everything like that?
I can tell you one thing. It's a big difference from coaching and playing. You're responsible for depending on how many people in your position group, you're responsible for your kids and kids. I mean, from schoolwork to on the field, just watch. Right now you're dealing with parents' kids, so you are extra cautious, and you got to take care of them as if that was yours.
Understand?
Playing, you just by yourself. You got to worry about your craft and just worry about yourself. So that's like the biggest change. The difference between coaching and being a player. Just you got more kids. Now your responsibility is more. You got more responsibility. When it comes to your position. What's your second question was? I'm sorry about that.
Oh no, I was just asking like where you at right now and how you feel about the coaching and everything. How does it make you feel now?
Oh man, I get asked this question a lot, and right now I'm 1 year at a time. I love coaching. I just had a daughter. She turned 1 this week.
Happy birthday.
I appreciate it. I'm kind of like torn between, because I don't want to. I hear a lot of story with these coaches not being able to spend time with their family, and they let football take over. I'm just in the middle of both. I would love to, continue coaching down the line. I just see how would it balance with the family. What I want to be there, make sure I'm always there for my daughter. Make sure I'm that support system, big on that. And right now I can handle it. She about to be 1, but I look at her as she start getting older and she get into sports and she start having events and having shows. I gotta be there. That's like mandatory. So
trust me, I understand.
I'm taking it 1 year at a time. I'm loving it. I do see myself long-term coaching. Continue to coach long-term is coming fast. But whatever plan for me, man. Whatever plan, but I can't call it. I try to call it at the beginning, and it ain't. It was totally opposite in a good way. Because, like I said, I tried coaching. Like when I first got into coaching, it was just something that I just wanted to try and see. Okay, is this for me? Then it's a gift. This is what I feel like. What I'm supposed to do. So also just try to understand, like, it's bigger than me, and it's bigger than football. It's all about my family. They first. So whatever best for the family, that's what I'm gonna do. Whatever best for the family.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.
Now that beautiful words there from Gator, and we'll get Stunna's thoughts here and questions here in a second. But I do want to ask you this, Anthony. Obviously, when you're out there coaching, your goal is not only to relate these players and try and win some football games, obviously, but get these guys pro ready at the same time. On the other hand, so you're kind of doing two things at once, right? You got them playing college football, ready to roll out there on Thursdays or Saturdays, whenever you might be playing, and you're trying to help guide them towards the next step and whatnot. And I think that's a great, beautiful thing. Is it ever hard to decipher, hey, it's about winning, but at the same time, it's about molding these guys too? It must be a beautiful thing when you do see these guys, whether it's football or not, in their next life, take off professionally as you see them grow before your eyes. How cool is that as a coach and a mentor to kind of keep in touch with some of these guys and watch them grow along the way, like maybe some of your coaches have, like a Greg Schiano in years past, or a Lovie Smith perhaps. I'm not sure if you still keep in touch with the likes of them, but I'm sure they're seeing your name out here now and they're thinking, hey, at one point Gator was my guy and now he's out here making moves. So how good is that of a feeling?
Oh man, that's great, man. It's awesome. I think that what I get deeper and deeper into it when I see, you coaching and they go out there and execute what you taught them. That bring the joy in the coaching. That make you want to continue to get up every day and hit the field and get going. When you see them guys apply the classroom knowledge to on the field, they making plays, they having fun. Oh man, it take me back from when I was playing. I get the butterflies as I was playing, man, because it's a great feeling to see these guys that progress, get better each and every day. I tell the guys, just get 1% better. Just get 1% better each and every day. Don't try to do it overnight. It's not gonna happen overnight. Just do it, 1% better each and every day. And they listen and they want to be great. When you guys want to be great, you see them working hard. And then when it pay off, that's the joy, the butterflies. And I think that's what continue to get me into coaching every day, to go out there and push and just to see them develop and become a better person, better man, better football player. Yeah, some of the coaches I do, I spoke with Greg Schiano when I first got the outside linebacker job. He reached out to me. We spoke. And Raheem, that's just my guy. We've always been connected, man. We stay connected. That's my guy. He took a chance on me. He believed in me. So we'll forever have that relationship, that connection. And yeah, and I just try to give back what other coaches gave to me, how it made me feel. So that's basically, how my philosophy, just, when I was a player, how I wanted to be treated, what made me feel good, also the love, the tough love, just coach me, because you wanted me to get better. So, and I kind of just use that same, philosophy with my guys here, man. Just continue to push them and continue to let them know that, hey, man, it's a mindset to be great, and great is not just gonna come because you wake out your bed. You got to put the work in each and every day. And them, like I say, the guys want to be great, and that's make it even better. Guys who want to be great, you don't have to push them to be great.
That is amazing. And real quick, Raheem and Schiano, that's really cool. We were hoping Raheem got the Colts head coaching gig this year.
Yeah, I'm pushing from a guy. He gonna get back in that soon. He'll get back in that soon.
And we see Greg at Rutgers now. So a lot of your former coaches are doing big things.
Yeah, at Rutgers. So before Greg even became the head coach at Tampa Bay, we already had a relationship when he was at Rutgers, because he was always recruiting down here in South Florida. He'll stop by Miami Northwest. I've been to some of the camps up there in New Jersey. So we had a relationship already, and that's continued to just carry on throughout the years. And a great guy, So you just never know what the future holds, man. Just take it one year at a time and be grateful and thankful that I'm coaching and able to, coach at my alma mater. That's a blessing. So just being grateful, thankful, and just taking it all in.
And real quick here before we get Huncho and Stunna to ask you some questions, I just want to say, reminder, we talk about this every show, but it still blows my mind. You played at the same high school as Levante David, Ja'Cory Harris, Marcus Forston, Sean Spence, Tommy Streeter, and Brandon Washington. Oh, and by the way, you guys all played at that high school at the same time, and Levante David, obviously. So, how was it playing with all those guys? Do you still keep in touch with the gang, especially Levante David since he got his new contract? But how amazing was it playing with that sort of powerhouse? And that's pretty amazing.
Man, Tone, that's a moment of feeling that it's hard to describe. I can sit up here and say it was awesome, but I think awesome is just not the word for that because you had a lot of great guys on that team. Not only that, we pushed each other. We had fun. We brought the best out of each other. That year, we ended up going 15-0. We won a state championship, had 7 shutouts. That team right there, we built something special. And besides the winning, it's just what we went through, all the obstacles, the summers, guys buying in and believing. Like, I've been on some great teams, but that was one of the teams where, everybody bought in. Everybody was holding each other accountable. Tommy Streeter, a guy I played Little League with since I was 5. We grew up together. We just happened to follow each other. We followed each other all the way to high school, played with each other. But just being able to go through them moments and have them moments and share them good times, man, it's unexplainable. It was just, sometimes it feels unreal sometimes, man, just to be around them guys, man, and know not just only good football. Them are great guys. Them guys are great guys, man, off the field, like fun, entertaining, hanging out. So it was more than football when it came to that team there. It was about the bonding, hanging out, just growing up together. It's just more than it was football. So I think that would make that moment special, to be able to do it with somebody you grew up with, you spent a lot of time with, not just, okay, we came on a football team. It became a football team. It was just a real brotherhood.
Thanks.
Yeah, that is amazing. And Stunna, how crazy is that? Levante and all those guys you played with, quite the feat. You as a high school coach, that'd be a little overwhelming coaching all those studs, wouldn't it?
No, that team was definitely historic.
Yeah, we even had Sean Spence, who went to Miami, then he went to Pittsburgh Steelers. He was even on that team, man. So
a lot of those guys signed with the U.
Yes, that's when all them guys signed with the U that year. Darius Johnson. So it was, and just to see them guys compete every day, you couldn't go out there lacking, man. You couldn't do it. And that's how every day was like a game at practice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure the practices are probably more competitive than some games for y'all.
Yes, man. It was very competitive because them guys was hungry, and we wanted to get each other better. We know what it was going to take, to reach our goal. So every day we came to work, even though, every day not going to be a day you want to work. But that's where the brother accountability came in, to push, to get us up. Let's have some fun, man. We here, just the prep talk. I always tell my guys, even right now, iron sharpen iron. And that's something we had used over there at Northwest, and just picking each other up when we didn't feel like going.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to push each other, man. I was telling our kids flip them tires today. You're not alone. Everyone in the state of Florida is flipping tires right now. It's not
100%,
just something.
100%.
Maybe tell these guys what it's like, coming out of Liberty City. And did you guys have to play at the Traz, or did you have a home field, or what it's like at Northwestern?
Yeah, we play that Trash Pad, the Mecca they call it right now. Coming out of Miami, man, you had to have tough skin. You had to be tough. You had to be tough now. I mean, just all around tough. Just that one made for the week. I tell you. No,
all the teams are loaded too. People don't understand that. The Rockets, your team, man. It's not.
Man. And that's the thing about it. In that inner city, man, the Buccateers, the Edison, and the Century, them guys are loaded, and you had to bring your A game. And that's why you had to practice like that. Because if you didn't, and you come out there one day and you're not on your A game, you get beat by 50. You get beat by 50 any given day. So it's very competitive, very, very competitive. And I think that's why you see a lot of guys, just my opinion, that playing at the next level because they got that competitive, that dog, and that hunger in them. They don't flinch. They play against big crowds. So they kind of used to that atmosphere when it comes to the game plan. They kind of used to it. They've been doing it their whole life, so it kind of helped them, transition to the next level.
And we are with Anthony Gaitor, current Florida International outside linebackers coach, former Buccaneers CFL champion. We got him here for a couple more minutes. We're grateful for that, as he's a very busy guy. He's on the road.
We're going to go like 40 minutes. Let's go for 40.
All right, let's go for 40. The man said it himself. We're upping it to 40. So breaking news, we got about 14 more minutes here with the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony Gaitor. We love it. Before we get Huncho question here quick, obviously we're Bucs podcast. I want to break it down. Huncho will start the Bucs questions, but we got one more college question from Pops. Florida International has had coaches like Cristobal, Butch Davis, Ron Turner, Dan Strock. I think that kind of helps build the brand FIU a little bit. I know a lot of guys there have had some success. Some have had rough goes, but at the end of the day, I think FIU's on the up and up. I watched a lot of games last year, maybe because you're there, maybe because I put some, faith into the guys and put some bread on him a little bit. But regardless, I love my guys, FIU. I'm an FIU guy now, especially now that you're over there. I think you made great strides last year. Do you think a bowl game is realistically in sight? I mean, I'm looking at your schedule this year, and to me, I see you guys, having a really good chance at becoming bowl eligible. You guys open up against Louisiana Tech. You guys have Maine, North Texas, UConn, who you battled pretty well last year, New Mexico State, UTEP, Sam Houston, Jacksonville State, Middle Tennessee, who you battled toe-to-toe with last year. Then you end with tough games, Arkansas and Western Kentucky. But I myself find 6 wins in there. Given the step of the new regime, you guys are turning the corner coaching-wise with Coach McIntyre. How do you feel about this year, and do you think you and Coach McIntyre have these guys ready and fighting for a bowl game? I sure the hell think so.
I mean, that's the goal. What we doing it for? We're out there practicing for. That's not the goal to hit the bowl game. I mean, I think we need to go to the table and look ourselves in the mirror and ask ourselves what we coaching, what we doing.
Yes.
And that's what we out here. We spend our, the camps, the recruiting, just not to just be doing it just for fun. I think that's the end goal, and
love that.
That's my expectation, and I'm pretty sure that's every coach on the staff expectation. That's the guy expectation, and that's why we working the way we work to get what we got to get at. I mean, if it ain't that, then you basically just wasting time.
Right.
So that's the goal, to bring home the trophy, and that's why we got to put in the work to bring home the trophy. Nobody gonna give it to us, or it ain't gonna come easy. But hey, that's the goal this year, to bring home the trophy.
And I think you guys will do it, and I think you guys are good to do it. Great, brother.
I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it.
Huncho, what are your thoughts from college to pros, or any words or any thoughts in general?
Yeah, I got a 2-part question for you.
Okay.
This one right here is because, I've been a Bucs fans for a while here, and I just want to know, because I heard you bring up earlier Greg Shannon, and y'all have a great relationship off the field, because we kind of see him on the field, and we see him on the screen and stuff, and I just wanted to know more, how was he as a person and stuff like that. And my other question would be pretty much, being that you played in the NFL and you've been around this, how would you say, I don't know how social media was back then, but far as when these players now, when they want to get contracts and stuff like that, how they go to social media and do certain things, like how would you handle a contract situation more so, or how do you feel like it? How do you feel like you'll go about handling a contract situation?
On the first question with Greg, I mean, everybody have their opinion of the guy. I only could, speak on our relationship. He a great coach. I think he do what required. He get out there of it. He loving caring, and that's what you ask from a coach. I just think it's just the outside looking in sometimes could get a little bit misconstrued. But overall, he's a great guy to hang around. Somebody I really judge a guy like, is this someone you could be around? You can have a conversation with him, and I can't have with him. So.
That's great.
And it just ain't started at the Bucs. It started before that. So it go deeper. It go way back. Great guy, great guy. Far as the football contract, things done changed so much, man. And sometimes I get it, and sometimes I don't. I would like to speak on it, but I look at it, if I was a player also, like it's hard. It's a tough situation.
I understand.
Depending on the circumstances.
It's tough.
It's a tough, man. I mean, yeah, I don't see why would I question, because why do you take it on social media when you just be talking to the owner direct, because it have nothing to do with social media. But sometimes I understand that these guys have to put the narrative out there before someone else put it out there, and it could come off bad. So I think it's just more as them guys protecting themselves, because it's a business. It's a business aspect. So, things get around. It's a kind of relationship thing. You don't, a GM or owner could say something bad about a player and switch the narrative to the point where it didn't happen that way. So I think players do that to protect themselves. As far as the money wise. Okay, no, I'm not that guy. This is the reason I want to do this. You probably heard otherwise, but I'm just expressing and try to keep it cordial. So I get both sides of it. I think it's just where we at right now in the generation is social media. I think that's how we communicate.
Facts.
It's how we communicate, and just like I say, protect yourself where to get the truth out. Let me hear my side of the story, because in the day, if somebody else or one of the staff of the organization, they can say what they want to say, and there are people that run with it.
Okay.
So I get both sides of it, man. It's tough. It's a tough one right now.
I can.
Real quick before we get a stunner question here, I don't know how I never put 2 and 2 together, but when you guys won your bowl game at FIU, the Little Caesar Bowl, you and T.Y. Hilton were both on that Florida international team, I believe.
Yeah.
How was it playing with T.Y. Hilton? And that's pretty awesome. If you're FIU, you have Anthony Gaitor on one side of the ball. You got T.Y. Hilton on one side. You're going to run the show.
Yeah, that's fine.
And people don't. Well, a lot of people know. Some don't. But me and T.Y., that's my god brother. We played Little League together, man. We go way, way back.
Wow.
Way back. I hope I could put it. I'm put a picture up to you. For you.
I'd love it, and a lot of people would. T.Y. is the man.
But but let's go back to what I was saying, man. Just competing every day, making each other better. He made me better. I made him better. Just, being competitive. That competitiveness that just helped both of us, elevate our game.
Right.
That's, and that's what kind of helped the program also. But yeah, we was on that team together, man. We did some great things together. But we've been playing since we was like 7 years old, man.
Wow. That's wrong.
I'm for to find a picture. I had it in my phone. I just showed one of the coaches there. They were asking about his son is pretty good, so they were asking about him. But yeah, we go way, way, way back, man. That's family, and it was type of guys you want to be around, man. You want to be around.
Wow.
And he's been great for years, and we've seen him, stay in the NFL last year with the Cowboys recently. Right? Yep, and was a Colt forever. So that's amazing, and I think that's FIU's best season ever, probably, or one of them that year.
That was the best season ever. That was the best season. That was the first bowl game ever in FIU history.
Wow.
That was the first bowl games in FIU history, man. So that's a moment that we gonna share forever.
That's good.
Stunner thoughts on any of that, on that history, on playing with T.Y. Hilton or anything as such?
No, it's a historic career. The best Northwestern team ever, the best FIU team ever. He set the tone here in the Buccaneers. I remember Anthony make a lot of plays for us. You know what I mean? In the
Right.
preseason, all them years. I go to the preseason games, so I remember him good.
Yeah.
But I got 3 questions. All right. Number 1, who's the big dog in the Sun Belt? Number 2, is FIU ever going to come up to USF? And then number 3, I want to hear Anthony's top 5 corners in the NFL currently.
Okay, the first question was again who the big dog. Oh, we in the we come from USA.
Oh,
So
really? Okay, my fault. I thought it was the Sun Belt.
Hold on. You can see it right here, right?
Wow. That's OG.
Throwback.
Yeah, it's a throwback. Let me see if I can. Hold on.
I like them cuts.
Yeah, man. This one.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
T.Y. Hilton and Anthony Gaitor. 2 greats right there.
That's crazy.
Literally, we go way back, man. So,
wow.
Yeah,
That's amazing. I never thought, that's crazy. You and T.Y., I had to bring it up for that reason, but.
Yeah, we go way back, man. Literally, family. So, back to the question, you say the big dog in the come from USA?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, we the big dogs now. FAU done lost. FAU left, so we the big dogs.
That's real.
We the big dogs. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a good season. I mean, we gotta go out there and take and earn our respect, man. I think, it just focus on ourselves right now. Just focus one game at a time, take it one game, one practice, get through camp, and then get ready to hit the season. I think, it's just part of the process, man. Anything can happen. You just got to be prepared for it, and not just gonna be given to us. You gotta go out there and earn it. So it's gonna be a great season this year.
Yeah, keep going.
Your second question. What was your second question? I totally forgot.
I just thought about playing USF. I think all the Florida teams should play each other, basically.
Oh yeah, we played them. We played them back to back. I think 25 and 26, or 26 to 27. So they come to Miami, then we go to Tampa.
Wow.
We played. Matter of fact, when I played them my sophomore year, they came down to Miami. We played them. And
that's gonna be
5
epic.
corners in the NFL. You know what? I wasn't really locked in, but just from watching, I like Patrick Surtain. Sauce good.
Yeah.
He long.
I love Sauce.
Make plays, but Pat P2 is the guy.
Surtain.
I like him. Them probably the only 2 that I really like. Don't watch and really saw their game. Them 2. There's some other guys out there. I know some other guys out there, but I know what. Who else? The other guy. Asante Samuel. I think when he played. I forgot what game he had. Like 3 picks in the playoff.
Right.
Yeah. Who do you think's better, Carlton Davis or Jamel Dean?
Carlton Davis, Dean.
That's a tough.
I was a fan. I mean, I like Carton, but when he played Hill, it just it was a tough one for him, man. I done seen Dean make some great plays. I think they 2 great players. I think both of them, progressing each and every year. They're getting better. I think they could be a great, combo. I think they could be a great combo. They both can play. I like both of their game, but Cotton just that game right there just
that speed killed them.
It killed them. It was just more as in I think, he took the fight out of him. That's just how I saw it. Like I'm with the compete. Like if he beat me, just go down with a fight. Just because he can compete. I think he just took it out of him and he just saw it was just over with. So I'm like, but I think when he was in his bag, he was in his bag now.
Yeah.
He was in his bag, so he could play. I like him. He from down here. He can play. He can play.
I got a quick question. One more last question. I got a question for you.
Yeah, we're gonna do last questions here for Gate. We'll start with Hunch, get the stunner, then I'll hop in.
Go ahead, man. I got you.
All right. So being okay, I know you done went to a couple teams now, and I want to know what team like you're in currently. Like, do you have a favorite team now or a team that you root for? And you know what I'm saying? And what was one of your best teams that you actually played for and you enjoyed?
Oh no, I'm a Bucs for life, man. I'm not them a Bucs for life.
Me too, my boy.
I'm a Bucs for life, man.
Me too, my boy.
Yeah. So I like everything about that. Temple, when you had them guys, Ahmad Black,
Ooh.
Talib,
Ooh.
LeGarrette Blunt.
Yeah.
Who we had? We had Mike Williams.
Yeah.
Vincent Jackson.
Oh
man,
yeah,
being around them guys there. Oh man,
he was with some legends.
Even Freeman, he was a good dude.
He was in his bag then.
That's what I'm saying. We had Blunt, we had Doug.
Oh yeah, you was in there. You was right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I had my boy now, Mark Barron.
Ooh, yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
That's the boy. So yeah, that's that right. That
didn't you change numbers for Mark Barron too?
I gotta give a shout out to my guy, Mason Foster. That's my guy.
That was my dude.
Look, I'm rocking the Mason jersey.
Yeah.
That's me and Gator way back in the day, and I'm rocking the Mason Foster jersey.
Yeah, there you go. That's my guy.
Oh, that was my team.
Bowles. Yeah, that was I was around, man. That was
Mason Foster with the dreads. That's the one I like when Mr. Foster with the dreads before he chopped off, man. He was a beast, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
He was a dog. Oh, he was a dog. He was a dog.
That draft class, you guys are full of dogs. The Youngry Bucks, as Raheem called them guys.
Man. So, I'm a all the way 100% Bucs fan. That's my guy. Then
yes, sir.
The best out of all, man. The GOAT, Rondé Barber.
Yes, sir.
You played with him.
I got a chance to play with that guy, man. That was phenomenal, man. It was a blessing to play with a guy like that. He showed me what professional is. He showed me how to be a professional. The way he carried himself, the way he poured into the young guys, the way he just, treated everyone with respect, even though he was the oldest guy in the room, he was the vet. He never, felt like he was better than anyone. He helped out. Them little things that are gonna last forever, man. That the relationship, the way he treated people, gonna last forever, man. Great dude, man. Great. Just relaxed, laid back. I learned a lot from that guy.
One of the best Bucs of all time, one of the best NFL players of all time, and you played along.
That guy's a true professional.
And he's done it in Tampa his whole life, and now he broadcasts for the Bucs preseason when we have.
I see that, man. That's good. I see that.
I was lucky enough to meet him and Bruce Arians in Indianapolis last year. That was a hoot, man.
Bruce, a real guy, man. I played him in Arizona.
Yeah, you did. You played with BA, and real quick, that was going to be
BA a real.
That was going to be my last question to you too.
You know what I mean by that? He a real
one. Dude, he's realer than real, man. Talking about him when
you catch the drift.
Right.
Yeah, he's the man. He's the man in chief. We'll put it like Todd Bowles is a real one though too. When you put it like that.
I was with Todd at the Dolphins. Todd, my guy.
Yeah.
Todd, my guy. Like that's what I'm so like thankful and blessed about, that I was able to be around some great guys. Like usually you hear coaches about, they just a-hole, this and that. But them guys there, man, like you want to go back and play for them guys. You want to be around them guys. Like,
right.
That's a blessing to be around guys like that, man. Just guys. I consider them player coaches.
Right.
I call them, that's what you want to do. Like you want to be around player coaches guys who understand the game, understand football. Right. Them are some great guys, man. Like when I mean I want to like be around them, them type of guys I love to be around. Them type of guys right there.
It's hard not to love being around Bruce and Todd.
Oh yeah, Bruce. I can hang out with Bruce.
Yeah, he a one-on-one. He a real one.
I think he probably enjoys himself a little more than I can. I mean,
him and Raheem. I think Raheem just, man. I think Raheem was one of us, man.
He was one of the guys. He
Yeah,
one of the
he one of the guys, man. He gotta be Raheem, my guy, my guy.
Yeah.
Man. I love Raheem, man. I love Raheem.
I love him as well, man. Couple of good guys you're mentioning. Stunna, any last questions for Gator?
No, man. Just if you want to shout out the rest of your summer schedule, what kind of camps or is 7-on-7 or any high schools you're gonna be visiting or anything you got going the rest of the summer, just shout it out.
Yeah, we kind of like right now we on vacation. We kind of finish up our camps. We had 5 camps. Good 7-on-7. Central won the 7-on-7 when they came. Right now, because we stopped early because we got a week 0 game, so we'll start up earlier than most teams.
Against Louisiana Tech, right?
Yeah, right. So that's week 0.
Real quick, Coach, do you prefer the high school 7-on or the all-star 7-on-7s when you go to evaluate players?
To be honest, neither one. Because in the day, I want to see some football. Guys making catches going across the middle. They showboating, but when that pass go on, them guys ain't them guys no more. They ain't catching the ball like that. They alligator arms. So I just prefer the real thing now. But yeah, I think
varsity licks. We call them varsity licks.
I'm sorry?
I say we call them varsity licks, so they start taking them varsity licks.
Yeah. So I mean I understand, I get it, but I mean I think 7-on-7 just to see the ability, what they can do, like falls running, routes running and catching the ball, or just explosiveness. But the football play with them pads on, man, and that's where you really gonna determine what a dog's at, who not a dog,
Right.
I'm seeing all. So I'm from where I live here, Liberty City. You need your pads on.
Right.
You need your pads on, man. We ain't doing 7-on-7.
I love that. And Anthony, I got one big one for you as we're winding down here. Obviously, the Bucs this year going into a little bit of a different looking type season than they have with Tom Brady in the couple past years. Not a complete rebuild, but you got guys like Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask competing for the starting job. You got a lot of new faces on defense and all those sorts of things. First off, do you have any thoughts on what Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask could maybe do with the team? And second off, and lastly, Bucs had 2 rookie edge rushers, Yaya Diaby out of Louisville and Jose Ramirez out of Eastern Michigan, I believe. Do you have any familiarity with either one of those edge rushers? I know you have a big umbrella to scout and scope, but I just wanted to know if you had any feels for either of the Bucs rookie edges, Yaya Diaby or Jose Ramirez, and I want to know if you have any feels for either of the Bucs quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask.
When it comes to Baker,
be honest, we've all seen Baker.
That's a tough one, man, because I don't
hit or miss.
Yes. I think it's one in the situation, hit or miss. I don't, not confident in saying this the guy. This it. I'm not that confident, but I could say yes, a hit or miss. It's just a hit or miss situation right here. As far as the 2 edge rusher, when I saw them guys highlight when they got drafted, I'm like, yes, I love it. But you know who I'm most excited about, right? Our first rounder, right? Because he a bull.
Kalijah Kancey.
Listen here, that guy is a dog. Listen here.
He looks like it, man, and we kind of use that draft umbrella of the Pittsburgh Panthers who drafted Kalijah Kancey and Servace Dennis. So we drafted a couple of dogs from Pittsburgh, your fellow Panthers, not a FIU Panther, but
that's one guy I can stand on the table. You got a bull right there, so I can vouch for that one. You're gonna get your money worth.
And I think Bucs fans will love to hear that, brother. And real quick, you guys could keep up with Coach Gator on Twitter at @A_Gator. And on Instagram, you guys could keep up with Coach Gator at Anthony_Gator_. Gator is GAITOR. Coach Gator, Brother Gator, whatever, my man, my friend, whatever you want to call me. You could call me
anything, man. You my brother. You family, man. You family.
We're always
relationship, man. You family. Anytime.
We are family, man. And you're the best,
You're
man.
one phone call away, man. Anytime you need me, I'm jumping on for you.
And I know it's been a while in the making, but damn it, I'm gonna ship this thing to you soon. It's a little bigger, so it's been taking some time, but you'll see, man. I hope you enjoy it when it
Hey
does
man,
get to you.
I appreciate everything, man. Since we first met, man, it's been honor just to call you my brother, man, and stay connected and enjoy this journey together and be able to connect and share life together, man. I really appreciate you, man, so much, man. All the things you do for my family, the gifts. My wife love them when you send them. I love them. I hang them up. I just hope one we just gotta get some time spent together, have some lunch, man. One of these days, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it happen, man. I'll be coming down there, or if you're ever in Chicago, hit me up. If you're ever down this way,
man. 100%, man. This something that's like a bucket list. We gotta get this. We gotta make this thing happen, man.
Let's do it. I
can't
can't.
down one day in Miami, and spend some time in Miami for a day, man.
Oh yeah.
Hey, let's
yeah.
Tone's not to hang out too.
Yeah, come on with them, man. Show you guys a good time. Maybe hang out, man. I love to do that.
Quick if you cut through Lake Wales.
Lake Wales?
Yeah, go. You cut through Lake Wales, hit Cocoa, get 95 right there. It's quick coming for 10.
I don't know if I could show you Chicago like BA Bruce Arians would, but I'm sure I would show you a heck of a time, brother. Always an honor, man. I'll talk to you soon. And from all of us here at the Buccateers, truly, God bless your family. God bless your coaching career, brother. It's been an honor because when we first had you on the show back on, you weren't even in the coaching ranks yet. You were just a great football mind, a great family man, thinking about coaching. And now here you are several years down the road already outside linebacker.
We jump on again. I might be a head coach.
Right.
Hey, let's not wait that long. But hey, no, that won't be that long.
Things be happening fast, man. It be happening months and years, man. In 1 year, it's months.
I could see it happening in the very near future, brother. And best of luck on the behalf of the Buccateers. We all love you, and you guys are going to do great this year, and we're looking forward.
I appreciate all you guys, man. I appreciate you guys for having me. Thank you so much, man. That's hopefully get it back on anytime soon. You guys need me on here, man. Just let me know, man.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Tell your daughter happy birthday and sorry
I appreciate it, man.
a little too long.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, you're the man, Anthony. You have a great night, brother.
All right, y'all do the same.
All right, stay blessed, brother.
All right, thank you. Do the same.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
That is Anthony Gaitor. He is the man, fellas. That was a lot of fun. Obviously, great friend of the shows for a while. And Hunch, what did you think?
I mean, it was good to catch up with him. You know what I'm saying? I remember last time when I spoke, I was in the car and I had a lot going on, so I couldn't sit down and tap in with it.
That was a Super Bowl show.
Yeah. And look now, man. A couple years later, man, how it come full circle around and he's coaching and stuff. I mean, God, it's God's timing and God's will, man. But I really appreciate him coming in and giving us some insight, more so from a professional level, a person that's been there, that done it and achieved, and now he's coaching. And I appreciate and I respect every move that he's making, man. It's an honor to have him on the show, to be honest.
Yeah, it was awesome. And Hunch, I think you bring up a good point, either purposely or not, man. That's how fast time goes. It's been 3 damn years, or almost 3 years, since we've had the big guy on and chatted with him on the pod, because we had him on 4 times during the Super Bowl season. He was a frequent flyer, but then things happen. He goes to FIU. He's working his way up the ladder, and he's doing a hell of a job there. And, man, he is one of the hottest named young coaches in the world of college football, and you've heard it here first on the Buccateers. He's going to continue to ascend up the ranks. Stunna, do you share the same thoughts as me, Huncho and I? I thought it was a beautiful interview. I thought it was a beautiful time having Gaitor join us.
I think that clip where Huncho taught the Gaitor and he was talking about Rondé Barber and his eyes kind of lit up, and if you could just put that out on tweet, just that one little part where he just taught about Rondé Barber is worth the whole show, man. Just to the way he described Rondé Barber, someone we all admire.
He's a pro.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And guys, he's definitely Anthony Gaitor, always been a quality gentleman, and we appreciate him coming on tonight, and it really made the podcast memorable.
Right.
Tonight was memorable, and fellas, as much as we love tonight with Anthony Gaitor, next week we're going to keep the good times rolling here as the Buccateers off-season coverage continues to ramp up. We promised you great guests, great insight. Next Tuesday night, we have former Buccaneer defensive lineman, former Indianapolis Colt defensive lineman, current podcast host of the, let me see here, the BG Sports Buzz podcast and the Chop Shop. James Canada, Big Game James. He played 4 years for the Bucs, left the season before Super Bowl year, then played that year on the Colts and played in the Colts playoff game that season, although they did lose. But very cool to have back-to-back weeks with back-to-back ex-Buccaneers on. So, guys, 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern, next Tuesday night on the Buccateers. Catch James Canada. Huncho, I'm pretty amped for that one.
Yes, sir. I'm ready to go, man. You're doing your thing, lining them up, man. I'm going to see if I can get some guys on the show also, man. Doing your thing.
Hey, do your thing, brother, and let me know. We love having guests, whether, their names are whoever the hell it might be. We love having people on our show.
Yeah, we'll have fans on. We've had fans on. Bring them in.
That was good. That was good, man. Yeah, I like it. I like the vibe, and I like the feel of having that, and it flowed pretty good. And he stayed longer than expected because we was having a good time, man.
Yep, I feel bad keeping him, but that's how you know he was having a good time, because he's like, I'm staying, right? We weren't like, can you stay? He said, hold on, I'm staying, fellas. Right. Stunna, last word, walk off before we get out of here. We'll start with you, Stunna.
We always tell people football's the best fraternity, and our Buccaneer alumni is the best alumni, man. It's great to see Coach Gaitor, and, just makes us proud of the guys we've seen play in the Buccaneers over the years, and these guys are human too, man. So it's, we always got to respect our players. We always got to admire our players. We always got to try to uphold our players and make them feel, at home when they're in Tampa or anywhere.
Huncho, last word, and walk off, brother, after a great interview with former Buck, former CFL champion, and current outside linebackers coach at Florida International University, the great Anthony Gaitor.
Yeah, I just want to say thank him again for coming to support the show. And you know what I always say, man, stay safe, stay blessed, and keep faith.
I agree. Stay blessed, stay strong, keep faith. You guys could catch a replay of this show. We have a couple more shows to upload on Apple and Spotify, but we're going to jump those and put this Anthony Gaitor interview up tonight. You guys could hear this as soon as tonight on the replays of Spotify, Google, Apple, and so much more. And you guys could also catch us on YouTube. By the way, today we just uploaded our show with JC Allen of Pewter Report. So if you're a little behind on the Buccateers, go over to Apple, Spotify, or so much more and check out our OTA coverage with JC Allen. And then tonight, check it out with Anthony Gaitor. That's my last word. That's my walk-off. It's been a great Buccateers. Our best one in a while, I think, fellas. This one was a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Fellas, until next Tuesday. Fire the damn cannons from one Buck to the next Buck. Next Tuesday night, James Canada, 6 Central Time. We're going to pick his brain just like we did Gaitors. You heard Gaitors' thoughts. Greg Schiano, great guy. Raheem Morris, great guy. Kalijah Cansey, very high hopes for. Baker Mayfield, we'll see. And we got a bowl game in sight for FIU Florida International this season. Oh, and by the way, high praise for T.Y. Hilton, for Rondé Barber, for Levante David, and so many more legends that Anthony Gaitor has shared the field with on the game we all love. It's been a beautiful Monday night here on the Buccateers, joined by my brothers Stunna and Huncho, and of course my brother from another mother, fellow Anthony Gaitor. It is Juneteenth. Please, everybody, have a safe and blessed day. Everybody have a safe and blessed day out there, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Happy Juneteenth also.
Fire the damn cannons. Juneteenth today, and Buccateers next Tuesday night with James Canada. So stay blessed. Oh, and happy late Father's Day as well. It's a lot of holidays. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. Thank you. Appreciate it.
But I'll pack up before I forget another holiday. Take care, everybody. Everybody have a great night. It's been Huncho, Stunna, Tampa Tones, and Anthony Gaitor on the Buccateers. We love you guys. Thanks so much for listening.
There you go.
know you're nervous for the Rams, but you got to be a little enthusiastic after being there.
Bro, that game atmosphere was ridiculous. The energy, the electricity. That place was rocking. Anyone was there, and a lot of the Super Buck fans were there too. The Bucs.
Tampa Tones. We are joined by Lead Goon tonight, host of the Pat and Aaron Show of WDAE, Pat Donovan. And it sounds like Stunna is bumbling a little bit. Going to put him on mute for a second until that gets a little clear. But we're joined by Pat
It looks like
Donovan.
Stunna's hanging out with Cheech and Chong in a car with the windows up or something over there.
It does look like we got a little.
No, my